4.
Yeah.
And we're going to spend 3 days here. This day is going to be the easy day, and all it is solving right triangles. The next 2 days are going to be story problems.
We have one day.
Gets a little more challenging with the story problems because you got to come up with your own picture from the story.
Oh, one day.
Is there anyone
What?
It's
It's tomorrow. We don't
I know, but we'll be so Monday we'll still be in this section with story
Are
problems.
there any about a guy jumping off a building again?
What? What?
Is there any about a guy jumping off a building again?
There might be. Okay, we're going to solve
Watch.
right triangle. Well, you know how to solve an equation. When you solve a triangle, any kind of triangle, in this case we're doing all right triangles, all you're going to do is find all missing values. Find all missing values. How many values does a triangle have? 6 of them. Alright, so we're just going to jump right in. Let's go. If big A is 36 degrees, 20 minutes, C is always going to be our right angle. And if I know little c is 964 meters, can you solve that triangle? Okay. First thing you're going to do is draw a picture of a right triangle and label it up and get all your parts on there. Then we're going to use trig to find everything that's missing. So, what? 964 meters. Is this new? You did some of this stuff back in geometry, but is it new to this year yet? Okay, so we got a right triangle. C is at the right angle. Does it matter where I put the A?
No.
No. I'm going to choose A down here, and we'll go with B up here. So now we know angle A is 36 degrees, 20 minutes. Little c is 964. How do I know where that goes? Cross hypotenuse 964. Okay, our goal is to solve this triangle. How many pieces are missing?
3.
3 of them. Angle B, little b, and little a. The first part you can always find not knowing any trig. What part can I find not knowing any trig, but I know some geometry?
Big B.
Big B. How do I know big B?
90 minus 36.
Yep. These two angles are always going to add up to 90, because there's a 90 there. You know they have to add up to 180. So, angle B is 90 minus the 3620. And if they start degrees and minutes, you go degrees and minutes. Not that I can do that in my head at all.
Yeah.
5340?
Yeah.
I think you are right. If not, do it on a calculator. But that is correct. Because that's going to get us to 60, that's going to get us 89, and 90. There it is. Okay. So now we know angle B. Now we got to find the two side lengths. Now we have to use trig. So my suggestion is you stand at the given angle. Just in case you made a mistake here, because if you use this wrong answer all the way through, the rest of them are going to be wrong. But I don't usually mark that wrong. But let's stand at the given one we know. I can only find one thing at a time. So I'm going to stand here. The side given to me also is the hypotenuse. And let's say I want to find little a. What side is that if I'm standing on A? Is that the opposite or the adjacent? Opposite. So if I'm working with opposite and hypotenuse, which function is going to help me out here? Opposite and hypotenuse. So it's sine. So we're going to set up a sine ratio. The sine of this 3620 equals, then you set up your ratio. What's the ratio going to be?
Opposite over 964.
And what's on the opposite side? A. Over the 964. Trig's done, algebra takes over. my suggestion, make this a proportion. How do you solve proportions? Cross products are equal. So what's the A getting multiplied by when we cross multiply? A times 1 is A equals the other cross product. Now you just let your finger do the walking on a calculator. 964 times your sine of 3620.
571.1.
If you're as fast as Dylan. Anybody want to verify his answer?
Yes.
What did you say?
571.15.
571.15. What did I say the trig book's going to do in the end here with the answers? Nope, this is the sideline, doesn't have minutes on it. Sig figs. What's the trig book going to say the side length is? Why? Because it's got 3 sig fig here. Very good. Am I going to mark it wrong if you get your sig figs wrong? No, those science people care about sig figs. Math people, we care about the process.
Rule for zero, and
Yeah.
then we're just feeding that instruction.
So 571.
The proof is in the pudding.
Isn't it?
I love it, and
Me
those
too.
are the kids that'll tell you.
That's what I said. They're honest.
They're honest.
Yep.
And they're educated on it.
Right.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
That is perfect. Nice that, you know, the question ultimate, what we're talking about is flipping the classroom. Flipping calculus class and instructing those calculus kids. They're buying into that stuff. It's a whole new way out there, but it seems like it's the way to go.
It seems like it. We'll keep going with it.
Yeah, all day.
Maybe.
Still know that next year is gonna.
I know.
I mean, smile.
Still. Yeah.
But the organizing the folders and the.
That's what they mean, because all the big lists
hear
on
you,
there.
and
I don't know how to, I don't think you can on YouTube. I just don't think you can.
I bet you can put it as an extra credit assignment.
Oh, maybe.
Organizing. You can make playlists on YouTube.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, see, playlist,
Clump
see?
together like videos.
Yeah.
Oh, see, because they don't want the trig ones in there with the geometry ones, and they're scrolling through and,
Playlist.
Calculus
oh, playlist. Oh, yeah, the calc kids don't like scrolling through all that stuff.
The
You
calculator
can
can suck it
organize
up.
your page all.
Oh, see, I can do things, I just don't know that.
Yeah.
I need a little tutoring on the YouTube channel.
There's extra
Oh,
credit
yeah.
points, I'll do it for you.
Okay.
It's in class.
Let's go back to this. We've got 2 things found. We found the angle. We found a side. What's left? Little b. At this point, what could you do? You could do Pythagorean theorem, because you know 2 sides of the right triangle. I want to practice the trig ratios, because the more practice you get, the better you're going to get at it when you can't do Pythagorean theorem, when we don't have right triangles. So, let's go back, stand on A, use the given hypotenuse. What side is little b in terms of position? Adjacent. So which trig function works with adjacent and hypotenuse? So you're going to set up a cosine. The cosine from this angle equals, and then you set it up, the adjacent over the hypotenuse. What's on the adjacent? Is the little b over the hypotenuse, 964. You can make the left side a proportion by putting it over 1. And then its cross products are equal. So b, and then do sig figs at the end. 777, he said. I think it sounds reasonable. I'm going to say you're right. That's solving a triangle. Practice a couple more. Can I get rid of this one? They aren't bad. We're just going to kind of keep it light. Like I said, the trick's going to come into when it's a story problem. You've got to come up with the triangle.
So is this like all we're doing today?
This is all we're doing today.
I like it.
I've got 3 of these. Like I said, we're going to keep it nice and light. Because this is a skill you need to have, be really good at, actually. Example 2. Let's go, little a is 18.9 centimeters. Little c is 46.3. And then we've got big C is still our 90-degree angle.
Are we always gonna know that?
Yeah, but given that C is always the 90 in all of these problems, so. And I Draw yourself a right triangle. Put C at the 90. A and B can go on either of the acute. I'll keep my A at the bottom, B at the top. Then you just have to make sure you get the little a in the right spot and the little b in the right spot. So little a goes across from the a, 18.9. And C is the hypotenuse.
Are we always given 3 things?
You're always given 3 things.
Never like 2.
The 90 and then 2 pieces. Never 2. If you only knew 2 and you didn't know what was a 90, you couldn't do anything. So you have to start with 3. Alright, I said the first piece of the triangle you could always find without knowing any trig. What piece is that?
Little b.
Little b. How are we going to get little b? A little Pythagorean theorem. Little b can be found with a little Pythag.
Did you say Pythag?
Pythag.
Pythagorean.
Okay, so here we go. B squared plus, it has to be the other leg, 18.9 equals your hypotenuse.
Oh God, that's wrong. Wait.
18.9.
I got 1,007.
I got like 42.
Yeah, I got 42.
I got 42 also.
Yeah, I got something wrong. I don't know.
Dylan, what are you doing?
That's what I'm
Freaking
wondering.
me out.
Did you type a number wrong? Are you sure?
What is it, 42?
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, never mind. I thought I would have it wrong.
Okay, so B equals, what did I come up with up there?
42.3.
42.3 if we stick with sig figs.
I'm thinking it's wrong.
I already did everything on the calculator. Got it? If you want to show the steps in the middle, go ahead. Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Okay, what else is left to find here?
Just the angles.
Angles. We have to use trig to find the angles. We're going to stand on A. No, I don't like the Santa bell.
Why would that be a fire drill?
Okay, quiet please. Get back to desk. Quiet. Okay, stick with the 2 parts that were originally given. The 18.9 and the 46.3, just in case we made a mistake here. So what side is the 46.3? Hypotenuse. Because I'm standing here at the A. What side is the 18.9 because I'm standing at the A?
Opposite.
Opposite. Which trig function is going to help us get angle A?
Fine.
Sine. So we're going to set up the sine. Do I know the angle measure? So I stick a big A there. I'm trying to find A. What do I know the ratio equals? 18.9 over 46.3. Now, we're looking for an angle. We already know how to do this. What's the process to have the calculator tell you back an angle? Inverse. There's no cross product here. That's not going to work. Anytime you're looking for an angle, you type in your inverse. And you keep the fraction the same because it's sine. Does the calculator care that you type in a fraction versus a decimal or decimals in fractions? Doesn't care one bit. But I do think the directions want degrees and minutes on all of these for some. I don't know why, but I think it's in the directions. What do you got?
The 24 degrees, 5 minutes, and 32.18.
Okay, way too many sig figs. Let's go. What did you say? 25 degrees.
Well, I was thorough.
25 degrees and what?
5 minutes.
24 degrees and 5 minutes.
24 degrees, 5 minutes. Okay. We found angle B. Angle A. What's left is angle B. How do I get angle B?